Oh, hello there, everybody in Facebook land, and everybody in the corner, everybody on the couches. Thank you very much for joining us. Susan pointed out to me that this is the 19th episode of the third season live at the Roslyn. Joey so elegantly told me too. I think it's like our 71st or 72nd episode we have ever done. Winnipeg is the most talented city in the world. We know it's the heart of Canada. We know it's the music capital of Canada, if not the music capital of the world. And we love music. You love music. We all have that in common. And we're so happy to be here every single Wednesday putting on shows like this. If you want to watch any past episode, you can go to our YouTube page. You can go to our Facebook page. Just look them up. This abundance of talent every single week just blows me away. And tonight, if you can't tell, I'm super energetic and I'm ready to go. We are bringing to you an amazing band that has been all around the world. They've been to Australia recently. They've been in Texas. They've been in Montreal. They've been traveling like crazy. But what we told them tonight is we're going to bring the world to them. Everybody in the world is going to get to come together and watch tonight all at the same time. This is an interactive rock show. Please click like, please click share. And one of the coolest things, if you're watching it live with us right now, is that you can leave comments, and I'm gonna read out the comments to the band in between the songs. So make sure you help out, and the biggest compliment that you can give is to like and share. Let's spread this worldwide. We gotta give a special shout out, as always, to our head lead partner at the King's Head Pub. They're an extension of your living room, and they're huge supporters of us here live at the Roslyn. And we just confirmed with them that May 4th, we're going to be having a season 3 wrap party. So you're all invited to come in the flesh and party with us to celebrate what we've been able to accomplish. If you ever go to the King's Head Pub too, make sure to ask for the Village Idiot shot special. If you want a cheap shot that's going to get you really drunk, Susan, check them out. She loved that one. She was all over that. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us. We're going to kick it to the theme song. Next up, we have the Small Glories. Thanks, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you the Small Glories.
I rolled out my 20s, moving on through my 30s. I got 40s ahead of me on down the road. I gotta get there, and that's some say. Gotta use up all your daylight before it goes out for good. Yeah, well, I hope when I'm an older man I ain't dreaming the same story about holding this here guitar without any strings. 'Cause I'm freezing up in my hotel, feeling the love to the ones I belong to. I ain't treating you right. I've been afraid. better off had I paid. Yeah, well, there's fighting going on in my head, toss and turn to me late in bed. Best is what I really long for. She stands up on my way to passion, card hits in my face, and I go down again for the count. Hey! Yeah, but I know I've seen this scene before. The character longs for more punishment, abuse, attack of the heart. I'm gonna get back up on the stage again. I'm gonna be the one you wanna hear again. There's a dead old man in my past. And all my life I've been afraid that maybe I'd be better off had I paid. Your breath, your open wind. It was me who put that hole in your side. But I believe that there is an end for me. Love, nothing else, a sanctity where one day I'll be bound. Heaven. And all my life I've been afraid. And maybe I'd be better off had I paid.
We love you, Winnipeg! And Osborne Village.
And everyone out there in the world.
This is so exciting. This is our actual first ever, as a small Glories, our first ever live streamed concert. So thanks to the Village Idiots for inviting us. You guys are so not idiots. You're just so spectacular. I love it. JD and I don't play locally very often. We just got back from Austin, Texas, playing down at the big South by Southwest Music Conference. It was crazy and wonderful at the same time. We ate a lot of Mexican food.
Yes.
It was great. Although, I have to say, the salsa here tonight, pretty great. Yes, and we're getting ready to release a new album later on in May. So we're going to play some new songs for you tonight from that.
This is a song that was written by, along with us and our good friend James Keelahan, wonderful old Winnipegger at one point in his days, and now he's an Ontarioan, I guess. Probably an Albertan at heart. But this is a song that is called "The Picture Don't Do It Justice," and I have to just quickly tune here before.
The song really is about when we go out on the road, we take a lot of pictures of where we've been and a lot of videos. Mm-hmm. And for those of us who come home to friends and family and partners and kids and relatives, and we show everybody the pictures and we're like, isn't this awesome? They're like, yeah, it is. But we weren't there with you.
We weren't there. It's not as good. Anyway, this song's really good though, okay?
We should dedicate this one to Jenna.
This one's for you, Jenna. Picture don't do it justice. If you could see the things I see, don't need to hear about it secondhand. You'll be there if you dare to come along with me. Drove down the road this morning. The sun was at my back. Curved down to the cold clear water. Past the rundown fishing shack. Across the bay, the autumn leaves turn the hills to flame. A small bird just fluttered by, singing out your name. saying nothing. And when the sun goes down, light a fire and drink some wine. Slowly drive back into town. The person don't do it justice. If you can see the things I see, don't need to hear about a second hand. You'll be there if you dare to come along with me. Rolling into the city at night. Every street has a name. Remind me of the places that I've been to. It all begins to look the same. But underneath the banners and the lights, my mind begins to change. The harmony that I'm feeling at the center of town keeps calling out your name. I wish that you could tag along. Sit beside me at a restaurant. Drinking whiskey to play in the morning, singing harmony on that karaoke song. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm going on and on and on. The picture don't do it justice. If you can see the things I see, don't need to hear about a second hand. If you get to come along with me, the pigs that don't do justice. If you can see the things I see, don't need to hear about it secondhand. You'll be there if you dare to come along with me.
Everybody at home, you are watching the Small Glories live at the Roslyn, and I can tell you this is such an amazing feeling to be in this room right now. Everybody in the room, give me a cheer. And everybody at home, give a cheer to everybody in the house. Wake them up, scare them. I know there's people watching at 3 in the morning, they're saying, all over the world. Scare everybody around the place. Anyway, we're so pumped to be here every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. doing what we love. And Winnipeg is doing what they love, and Small Glories is a big part of Winnipeg. Yeah. We're going to be talking about their new album. We're going to be talking about where to find their music. But first and foremost, before all that, who's in the band here? Who are the Small Glories? Tell us.
My name is Kara Left, and this is JD. Oh, shoot.
I'm JD. I'm JD Edwards. I don't think I can even, I can't. How many was that? Was that one?
Well, mine don't count. We're keeping track of snorts here.
But Barb couldn't tell who it was, though. So everybody at home, just, we're keeping track of how many snorts we hear today. And we need everybody at home in the comments to let us know every time you hear a snort, give us a hell yeah or something like that. So
hey,
we see
my
a lot of
mom's watching. Be careful with that language, man.
Heck yeah. Give a heck yeah. Kara's doing a very good job there. You laughed a lot. You didn't snort it out.
I know. It's going to happen, though. I keep thinking we're going to actually sell my snort as a downloadable text tone.
Oh.
Because nobody calls anybody anymore. We were going to do ringtones, but what's up with that? Let's just do text tone. Imagine you're somebody. How much money could we raise, JD, do you think?
I don't know.
Could we buy a van?
$10 maybe?
I love how Barb has her phone out right now. I can just tell she's marking them down. She's got a tally going there. Anyway, everybody, more of that. We're going to have, of course, this is a night full of music. We have a full set coming to you. I got to give a couple quick shout-outs to a couple of our sponsors. Then, after the next song, I'm going to read a bunch of these comments. I see hundreds of comments. There's a ton of people watching. There's a lot already. I got to give a shout-out to Delta 9 Cannabis. Weed is now legal in Canada. Whoa, Kara. It depends on the crowd we have here. Usually there's a huge cheer, and then we only got a cheer from Kara.
Sure, closet toker.
And you know what? They're a big supporter of Live at the Roslyn. They came to Winnipeg and they came to Manitoba, but they actually have a brand new location here in Osborne Village opening tomorrow. Oh. That is Thursday if you're watching it live tomorrow, 478 River Avenue. They also have a location in St. Vital. They have one in Thompson and one coming in Brandon. Anyway, and they do deliver. So if you're at home, you're too drunk, you're too high, call them and they'll deliver you weed here in 2019. Also, a quick shout out to Quest Musique. They are proud supporters. They support something called Life at the Roslyn, a docu-series that our buddy Kevin Moretz makes every Monday at noon. And they are a born and bred music company here in Winnipeg. We're all about supporting local, and they're all about supporting our music community here. We love Quest Musique. Make sure you support one of their 2 locations in Winnipeg. Anyway, enough from me. Back to the small glories. Take it away.
This is a song that's going to be on our new record that we're releasing later this year. This is a song called Alberta. This is basically a love song for the land.
Yeah.
Would you say?
I would say we wrote this one with James Keelahan again, and James and I were both born and bred in Calgary, Alberta. Neither of us live there anymore, but we often talk about whenever we go back, we can't help but fall in love with the geography, the flatlands and the foothills and leading up to the Rockies. And we always say that you can't quite see a blue sky like you can see in Alberta. So yeah, as JD said, this really is a song about falling in love with a place. And we always like to dedicate this to people who are new to various communities. So for our Winnipeg audience, we dedicate this to anybody who's new to Winnipeg. And JD and I are now Winnipeggers, and this is our home, and we hope that for anybody who's new to Winnipeg, that this becomes your home very soon as well.
The song's called Alberta. 1, 2, 3. I walked out on a morning fair. Those Rocky Mountains shining, shadows drift on frost-covered hills. Colors of gold and tan, Crystal River through the valley ran. No one's ever first time that ever I've been claimed. And Alberta is her name. I sat down and I wrote to you. I said you should be coming. You're never gonna see a sky so blue. Drapes of green in the northern sky wave like flags as the stars dance by. Never thought I'd say it. She stole my heart, and it's easy to explain. Alberta is her name. The word I got from you said you won't be coming for you back home. The skies are plenty blue, emerald hills and the rocky shore are all you need. You want no more, but you learn to love another. Our hearts are true, but if we must lay blame, Alberta is her name. And to you who wander far, who search for rest and comfort, 'cause you can find no solace where you are. Keep your eyes wide and remember me. This ain't the place I thought I'd be, but that's how it goes with romance. One breath of her and you'll never be the same. Alberta
Everybody at home, if you're just tuning in, you are watching the Small Glories live at the Roslyn, and we in the room are having an amazing time, and I know you are too. Throw some hearts across the screen for the band. And the biggest compliment that you can give this band, besides the hearts, is to share this. Make sure you share this. Share this with all of your friends. Tell the whole world about what's going on. We're also going to give away a couple things to somebody who shares. Of course, it's going to be mainly if you're in Winnipeg, unless you want to fly in. But somebody who shares is going to win 2 spots to a Live at the Roslyn episode. That's free torque and all. So you'll be able to come sit here and get a couch spot at Live at the Roslyn. Also, if you want to get your hair did, we're giving away a $50 gift card to see Brenna at Prep Hair. So somebody who shares, let us know. Kara, you can't win. You can't win, Kara.
You're on staff here.
And as I said, I'm going to read out some comments from some beautiful people at home. And I know there's way too many comments. You guys are going to have to go read them later. I'll get as many as I can in. Jennifer Drummond says, we love you, Karen JD. Kathy Garnier says, watching in Paris, Ontario, and gives you a heart. Joe Sharon says, you're on the West Coast, and gives you a heart. Pat Margaret's watching and love it. My parents are watching in Mesa, Arizona. They're loving it. Verilyn Ratslav says, this is fantastic.
Verlin.
Verlin, or Verlin.
Verlin, not Verilyn. Verlin. No,
Verlin.
he's a big guy, so you be careful.
Tell us about it. Jenna Edwards says, oh, love it, love you. Amber McNally says, hello from the East Coast, PEI. Isn't it crazy, all these people watching from around the world at the same time after you just traveled the world? David William McEatherin's watching in Hamilton. Lawrence Spatch Mulhall from Indian City says, sounds great and loving it.
Sweet.
Glenn Bowie's watching all the way in Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, you got a cheer in here, Glenn. Linda Portman for watching from Caslow, BC, loving it. Linda Parker, love this, but my Wi-Fi sucks. Well, Linda, just so you know, later this will be posted for you to watch over and over again. You can loop that all up and get it going.
I might hear that message though. That's
There was a snort though, everybody. Make sure you say hell yeah. Eugene Osudar says, hola from the Northwest.
Wait,
Eugene, up in the sun.
This is already one of my favorite shows ever. This is so sweet. We got a lot of people watching. Barbara Sigurdsson says, Winnipeg loves you back because you said you love Winnipeg. Luis Biors, who's in the room, says, absolutely love this band.
Hey!
Alicia Jansen says, so good to see you both.
Yes.
Erica Flatten says, hell yeah, she heard a snort, I guess that's what she's saying. Ken Green says, Kara.
what does Ken
Ken
say?
Green is asking, Kara, are you selling socks tonight?
Not tonight, but Ken, come to one of our shows with the new album, and there will be Small Glory songs.
Small Glory socks?
Oh.
Oh.
And it's gonna be left, right. That's gonna be the company name. Get it?
Wow. And I think you just told everybody, so we got to talk about it now. When's an album coming out? There's an album coming out. Tell us all about it and the release party that you're gonna have.
Okay, that's my sign that I get to talk. We are having a very large. There will be cinnamon buns. Actually, I don't know if there will be cinnamon buns, but we've discovered cinnamon buns are small glories. Wouldn't you say?
I would.
You would. We have a big CD release concert, album release concert coming up May 24th at the West End Cultural Center. There will be vinyl. There will be food. There will be some surprises. What else today?
Maybe an apple bob. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see. All right,
But
no,
there
it
will be
sounds weird,
socks.
but it might
There
be.
will be socks.
Immediately.
Yes. And the album is called A Cinnabon in the Red.
Right on. And it's how many songs are on the album?
10.
And where did you record it?
We recorded it right here in Winnipeg, actually, at Paintbox Studios with Lloyd Peterson.
Yeah.
Right on.
And our producer,
Yeah,
Neil Osborne.
West Side.
Awesome. So everybody buy your tickets. You can buy them online or at the West End Cultural Center
Yes.
box office.
Yes.
And everybody, this is
Yes.
going to sell out. Let's pack the place
Let's
for them.
pack it!
May 24th,
Overpack it.
West
Let's
End Cultural
overpack
Center.
it.
You know what? Stop watching right now and only go buy tickets and go to that show. Anyway, everybody keep the likes,
don't
the
do that.
comments, and the shares, and they're going to keep the stories and the music going.
Yeah,
Take it
right.
away.
We're going to do a couple traditional songs for you right now. This is a song called Blackwater Side.
was gazing all around me. The Irish lad I spied. Through the full part of the night, we lay in sport and play. Till this young man arose and gathered his clothes, said, fare thee well to me. It's not the promise that you gave to me. First you lay on my breast. You can make me believe with your lying tongue that the sun rose in the west. Then go home to your father's garden. Yeah, go and weep your fill and think on your own misfortune. God rid your wanted will. There's not a woman in this whole wide world that's easily led as I. Sure, the fishes will find the seas run dry before you'll marry I. Morning prayer I took the air down by Blackwater side. Down by Blackwater side. Oh, down by Blackwater side.
Oh, it is hot in here, and it is specifically because of the small glories. Wait, Carrie, keep going. No.
Just save it. It'll go nowhere. It'll come back later.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we'll be right back to that, everybody. Whoa, everybody stopped watching right now. Just kidding. Everybody, of course, you are watching the Small Glories live at the Roslyn. We're having the time of our life here in the room, and I know you are all too. I see all those hearts going across the screen right now. And everybody, we're just hitting 100 shares. We're at about 150 likes, but we need to hit over 200. Please, if you want to support this band, if you want to support what we're doing here every Wednesday, please click like and please click share. It costs you nothing, and it's the biggest compliment you could give this band. Ellie Dick says, I'll bake you some cinnamon buns.
That's JD's mom.
Oh, no swearing.
She's got some sweet buns, let me tell you.
Oh.
On Sears is so good.
Whoa.
I know that sounds weird.
Wait a second. Hey, we can edit this, right, Kev? Ripe, we can edit this?
No.
Oh, it's live. Sorry. Hello, Mrs. Ellie Dick. You're amazing. Monique Boulay says, looking forward to the new album. And if
Yes.
anyone's just tuning in, it's called
Assiniboine and the Red.
Oh yeah, and it's coming out May 24th at the West End Cultural Center. And it's not a CD only, it's an album, it's vinyl. And anybody who's watching at home that has never seen you guys before or heard your music, where can they find it now online?
Ooh, you did.
Well, you can find our music on, you can go to our website, thesmallglories.com. And you can find it on all the streaming sites, as far as I know.
iTunes.
The YouTube.
The YouTube.
The YouTube.
everywhere.
Just go and Google it.
Just
Google
go
it, man.
Google it.
Put it in the computer, and it'll spit out what you're looking for. Sorry, this is the worst.
Go to the site. The site has all sorts of fun
Yes,
stuff.
just go there.
Go there.
You don't
Just
need to go
there.
anywhere else
Go
but
there, yeah. You can go
thesmallglories.com.
And that's the easiest thing that you could possibly do. And if you want to buy socks are coming soon.
They're coming soon. So
May
keep your eyes
24th at the
out.
West End Cultural Center. Oh, I love the excitement. Andrea Catherine says hello from Whitehorse, Yukon. She's got the internet up there and watching all the way over there. Dan Dietz says, hey, you guys sound amazing. Dan Dietz.
My Benny brother.
And JD actually coincidentally has another message. Says, JD, can you stop being in all my favorite bands all the
Oh
time?
my God, who's that?
That was Dan Dietz
Oh,
again. Yeah.
Dan.
That was his next comment. Stephen Vipon says, awesome stuff.
Sweet, Vipon.
Roxanne Gillies says, Winnipegger living in TV says, awesome Grove, maybe Groove, live at the Roslyn Rocks. Let us know what you meant there. Kelly St. Cyr, Evan's wife here, says, be still my heart, those harmonies though.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure that's exactly the way she said it. Exactly like that. Jenna Edwards says, May 24th is going to be awesome.
Yeah, Jenna.
Dusty Frommer says, these guys have amazing harmonies. One of my favorite CDs in the car. Which CD you listening to there, bud? And you're one of the last people in the world with CDs. Good job there, man. Dustin Harder says, JD, your harp playing has really grown. So good. Love it.
Thank you.
Chris Williams says, Jack Hanna's song Ask Kara about performing that live for the famous zookeeper from the Columbus Zoo. Does that make any sense to you?
Jack Hanna. Does anybody remember Jack Hanna? He's like famous or something. So I played a couple songs for a TV episode that he was doing. I don't know if he liked it, but it was fun. We looked at Moose together, and I sang some songs for him.
Right on, cool. And Andy Frank says, loved you since it was Kara Luft and a guy on guitar at Hughes Room in Toronto. Like, what? 2014?
Oh, yeah, that was 2014.
Or was the guy on guitar JD Edwards?
Yeah.
Is this awkward now? That's
There
actually...
were others? Oh my gosh!
Anyway, everybody... We're going to have the fun going. I know you want some more tunes. This is a night of music. This is a night of laughter. And we love the Small Glories. Please like, please share. Take it away.
This is the song called The Witch of the West Maryland, written by an old man named Archie Fisher.
Written by an old man named Archie Fisher.
Sorry, a wonderful old man.
We learned this song for the Nathan Rogers, Stan Rogers Christmas show this December, and we fell in love with it, and we thought we would throw it into our set.
There was a wounded knight, bore the rowing shield. Loud and cruel was the raven's cries that feasted on the field, saying, Black water, cold and clear, will never clean your wounds. There's none but the witch of the Westmoreland that make me hail and soon. So turn your stallion's head, till his red mane flies in the wind, and the rider of the moon goes by, and the bright star falls behind. And clear was a paley moon when a shadow passed him by. Below the hills were the brightest stars when he heard the owlet cry, saying, why do you ride this way, and wherefore came you here? I seek the witch of the Westmoreland that dwells by the winding mere. And it's clear by the Oz water and the misty break fur way, till through the cleft of the Kirsten pass where the winding water lay. He said, lie down bless me, my good grey hawk, and be my steed, may grace thy fill, for I must dismount and walk. But come when you hear my horn, and answer swift the call, for I fear the sun will rise this morning, will serve me best of all. And it's down to the water's brim, he is born a rowing shield, and the golden rod he has cast in to see what the lake might give. And where rose she from the lake, and fast and fleet when she wore out the form of a maiden fair, with the jet black mare's body. And how long he shrilly blew, till the steam was by his side. Overhead the grey hawk flew, and swiftly did he ride, staying course well my brindled hound, and let's be my jet black mare, and stoop and strike my good grey hawk, and bring me the maiden fair. She said, pray she thy silvery sword, lay down that rowing shield, for I see by the briny blood that flows you've been wounded in the field. And she stood in a gown of a velvet blue, bound around with a silver chain, and she kissed his pale lips once and twice, and 3 times round again. And he bound his moon with a golden rod, oh, fast in her arms he lay, and he has risen hail and stood the sun high in the day. She said, ride with your brindle hound at heel, and the good grey hawk in hand, the left knocking off the knight who's lain with the witch of the Westland land. Hey.
You got it.
I was just gonna say, I was like, wow, they're so in sync with each other on every single.
Oh, no,
Everybody at home, we are having the time of our lives in the room here, and I hope you are too. This is the Small Glories live at the Roslyn. This is a reminder to me. It's just such an amazing moment to be sitting here watching this amazing group playing in my living room. But I gotta say, we would be nothing without the team working their butts off behind the scenes here. We gotta give a quick shout out to them. Across from me, we have Mike Osakoya from Visual Soul Studios. This guy's been on our team from back in the day when it was a iPhone 6, and we had no idea what we were doing. Hey! And we're so pumped to have him on this team. He's a videographer, but he's also a photographer. Check out Visual Soul Studios on Instagram and Facebook. Right beside me here, we got a guy that's not feeling too good right now, but how you feeling now that Small Glories are playing?
I feel fantastic.
Whoa! So Small Glories then. Oh, it could be the Torque beer. It could be the Torque beer. Anyway, he's the new guy. He joined our team this year, and he does a docu-series behind the scenes, documenting all the before, during, and after the show. So, and it's brought to you by Quest Music. It comes out every Monday at noon, and we do an episode every single week. So make sure you check it out. Behind him, we have Joey Senf from J Senf Photography. She is the hardest working girl in the music industry, and she's really freaking cool. And we're super pumped to have her. If you want to see her, look in the front row of any show around Winnipeg. She is the hardest working person around, and we love the fact she's on our team. Every single Friday at noon, she releases the Delta 9 highlights of the week, documenting and showing you pictures of the night, and make sure you check those out. Right beside her, we have Atom Jaman, who is... Oh, too bad he's not juggling right now. He does juggle amazingly. He's got Up in Atom Kombucha, and what's the new one called, Atom? 7 a.m. Farm. He makes a lot of stuff. He grows a lot of stuff. And it's an amazing, amazing business that he has. And it's a farm he has. Check out 7 a.m. Farm on Facebook. And he does lights. He makes us look all beautiful here. Right beside him, we have Kevin Ripe, the idiot himself. He goes on the computer and makes it look good. Produces it and switches. Oh. Never mind. Everything that we do right now, there's no editing. This is all live. Mistakes are made, but he doesn't make too many of them, right?
Not as counting as many as the snorts.
And Barb Reimer, by the way, is the one counting the snorts over here. Do we have a camera on Barb, maybe? No camera on Barb? Well, Barb, we'll get a camera on you at some point. She's counting the snorts. Barb, give a wave in there. There we go. Right across from Kevin, we have Evan St. Cyr from Arcade Studios. He is an absolute master on sound. And if you want to check out the nicest studio in Manitoba, it was built from the ground up 2 years ago. It's in Niverville, but it's pretty much more like Nashville. So make sure you check it out. Evan St. Cyr, Arcade Studios. My name is Riley Saunders. I'm the host. And, I'm going to ask you to like. I'm going to ask you to share all night. So you might as well just get out of the way and do it. Kara will actually... She's just gonna stop playing music if we don't hit 200 shares. Isn't that what you said? If we don't hit 200 shares, you're gonna stop playing music?
We're gonna stop.
That's it.
It's over.
I'm quitting the music business. I don't get 200 shares.
We're gonna assume you're not gonna quit. Everybody check them out May 24th at the West End Cultural Center. Buy your tickets online. I've had people ask that. Buy your tickets online or from the West End. Anyway, take it away. The Small Glories.
Should we tell the story today of this?
Sure. This is an old Neil Young tune that we like doing. This is one of the first songs that we ever did together. This is a long time ago, maybe about 7 years ago now. The Western Cultural Center was having its 25th anniversary, and Jason Hooper invited all these people, all these artists together to help celebrate the theater. And instead of everybody doing their own thing, he decided to pair everybody off and get them to play 2 songs written by artists who were either from Winnipeg or had lived in Winnipeg at some point, or Manitoba, and sort of left it up to the different pairs. He paired Kara and I off. We didn't really know each other that well. We would often see each other at the music store, but we'd never even really heard each other sing. So we chose 2 songs. We did this great song by Greg McPherson, a song called 1,000 Stars, and it went well, I think. I mean, it went well. We liked it a lot, and we ended up putting it on our record, Wonders Traveler, and I remember we went and told him about it, and, he was really excited. We had some questions for him, like what was it about and such things. We were trying to write some liner notes, and he's like, wow, thanks for putting it on the record, but I have no idea what the song is about, so you're kind of on your own. And we figured it was about the stars. This is 1,000 stars. And so, whatever. And it's probably a little deeper, but no one will ever know. And anyway, the other song was this Neil Young tune that we're going to do for you right now. This is a song called Don't Let It Bring You Down. someone who's turning, and you will come around. Don't let it bring you down. It's only castles burning. Find someone who's turning, and you will come around.
Everybody, that is the Small Glories covering Winnipeg's own Neil Young, and that's an amazing rendition of it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Can you just edit that last part out?
Yeah,
or
well, for
maybe
sure. We're editing all the
line that up.
mistakes.
We got magic.
Yeah, everybody at home actually assumed you were perfect, so this is a shock to us all every
We're just
time.
a skip in the internet there.
Yeah, exactly. It's buffering anytime something, and then wait, Kara buffered, but you didn't buffer. It was buffering's got to line up. Michelle Pereira says, "Hey JD."
Ah, yes. Hi, Michelle.
And I missed the name right now, but I know JD, your sister, says she was watching.
Carla.
Carla, yeah. So I saw her earlier. She said she was watching. I missed it. Annie Radish says, "Oh, Glories, I love you guys. So fun."
Annie and Mike.
Wendy Elizabeth, hi JD and Kara from Cornwall. Dustin Harder says he's got you for about 15 shares in different groups around the world. So thanks a lot for that. Lynn Vera Lay says hi from Delta, BC. Monique Boulet is watching all the way from Lake Country, BC. Always a fan. Beth Hamilton says, love your energy and big sound. Jill Thompson says, love Winnipeg and adore Kara Luft and the Small Glories with all my heart. Love you, Kara and JD Edwards. Love from one of your Edmonton venues.
Oh, yeah.
Jill, let us know which
Jill,
venue.
They're beautiful. Her
you
and her
know the
husband
venue?
Bruce are phenomenal artists. That's so great.
Right on. Chad Isfield says, man, you guys are incredible. So awesome. Shara Dornsbosch is loving it right now. Holy, we have a lot of comments.
Sharon.
There we go. Sarah Moody Veldhouse says, watching from Jarvis, Ontario.
Sarah Moody.
Hello, the Small Glories, sending lots of love. Man, we love you. In brackets, she said sending lots of love, and then in brackets, man, we love you. Like, she really wanted you to know. And she says, thank you to the Villages for posting. It's our pleasure. We're absolutely having the time of our life. And we have Chris Williams. Woohoo, this is amazing. Love them. Snorts from Nova Scotia. Barb's got the phone out. She's got it. She's keeping... And everybody at home, I know there's some people talking about, there's an over-under right now for, I don't know what the betting odds are for snorts, but I think if there's over 12, you win like $100. Is that what it is? Something like that? Well, yeah, Barb wins $100. She'd be the ones getting all that money. And one more comment, Banjo Princess Jenny says, great music.
Oh, awesome. That's awesome.
And everybody, please click like, please click share. We have a couple songs left, and we're not going anywhere. Take it away.
We're going to do another, I guess this is an older song now. We're releasing it, though. It's really old.
We used to do it. It's so old, it used to be a different song.
It used to be a different
Didn't
song?
this one used to be different, and then we changed it, right?
No, did it really?
This is Oh My Love, right?
Yeah, what did we change about it?
Remember, it was different before, and then... Oh, no, I'm thinking of a different song. Never mind.
Yeah, so this is a new
Old
version of an
Torque.
old song. No, I don't know. Maybe we did change it a little bit.
No, my bad.
This
Forget
is a
it.
song
Go
that
ahead.
we
Sorry.
like. That's okay. We are a bit of a comedy act. We're actually not going to play music anymore. We're just going to tell a story. And sell socks. Actually, we'll make way more money on the socks. But I have a question. Do people here like to sing? Yeah. Are you up for singing? And what about at home? I don't know which camera to look in. Hi.
That one.
Hi. I don't know. Sing. This might be odd for people at home. Okay. We have written the happiest sounding broken-hearted love song in our set. And actually, JD will tell a story. I will first preface the story by saying that I had fallen in love with somebody, and I thought it was mutual, and then I found out it wasn't. And we've all been there. We may not want to admit it, but we've all been there. And there was one day where I was so upset about it that I started crying, and I couldn't actually stop crying. And I was so embarrassed that I couldn't stop crying. I thought I was this strong woman. And I started crying, and I had this box of Kleenex next to me, and I kept using Kleenex after Kleenex after Kleenex, and I said to myself, this is terrible for the environment. So then I went into the bathroom, and I just put my head over the sink, and let it out. Thinking to myself, I have to write a song about this. And JD was home with the wife and kids, and I was in Alberta, and I was working on this song, and I would text him every few days and be like, I'm working on this great, sad, broken-hearted love song. I've got the music, and I've got the melody, but I have no words. It's going to be great. And he'd be like, keep at it, keep at it. And so thankfully, we got to go to Prince Edward Island for a little while, and we ended up co-writing this song with our friend Ashley Condon. And one of the first places we played it was at a festival in Moab, Utah. And there's a really good story Jide will tell you all about when we played this.
Let me first say that the story prefaces your story, though. Like that was before.
No, we wrote the song after I was heartbroken.
I thought that, okay.
Kleenex box.
I'm just trying to get her to snort, that's all. So we, because I'm going to win that money. It's going to be so good. I know. The first time that we got a chance to play in the States, or our first festival was at the Moab Folk Festival in Moab, Utah. And man, it's such a beautiful place. Moab is such a wonderful little town, city. And we got to share the stage with Bruce Coburn, and it was a big deal for us. We were super feeling really giddy and silly, and we were backstage with him and eating cheese and grapes and crackers and that was about it. That's all they could give us. And then we that's true. It's an awesome festival though. No. Yeah, and then we got this really cool rock and roll selfie with Bruce Coburn. It was very cool. And then he went on his bus, and we didn't see him for the rest of the night. But then we got on stage not long after that, and we got to the point in the set where this song came up, and I don't know, I was feeling giddy. And I was like, this song is called Oh My Love. It's about Kara. She's yearning for love. She just built a tiny house. And she wants to spend her days with someone in her tiny house. She wants to wake up on her tiny little queen-size bed and walk down her tiny hallway to her tiny little kitchenette and fireplace and living room and carpet and eat little tiny plates of bacon and eggs and put her tiny clothes in her tiny closets and take tiny little baths in her tiny bathtub and put her tiny shoes by her tiny door and thank God there's this guy in the front row, and he's like, baby, I'm right here. I love you. I want to love you. You know, and you're like, oh my God, like wow. And he was with a friend of his. He has a friend, and he had a big beard and a big top knot or a man bun, and he's like, but my wife is with me. Is this gonna get awkward? We're like, yes, really awkward. We're kidding, and
then we remembered we were in Utah, which is the best part of all of it.
Utah.
I did get married.
Utah.
Except I just, you know what, I just too.
And then it happened again in Toronto. We were playing the Dakota Tavern in downtown Toronto, and it got to the point, and I did the same thing. And sure enough, there was a dude in the back row. He's like, baby, I'm right here. It was really funny because I hadn't even told the story about the guy. I was just telling people about your tiny house. And he yelled out. So she's gotten two
very solicited.
Very solicited? Two very solicited opportunities to change her life. And she decided to stay with the band. See another one.
Not move to Toronto or Moab. Just stay in Winnipeg.
I think we found out we were in Toronto. All right.
Anyways, please join us on this song. It's called Oh My Love, and there's a repetitive chorus. It's not the world's easiest chorus, but we're going to help you out with it. Darling, can you hear me? I'm calling your name on the mountainside. Your voice is soft and soothing,
Haven't felt this way in a long, long time. Oh, my love, my dearest love. Oh, my body's aching. Oh, my soul is wide open, and my heart is breaking. I've been traveling over country, across the oceans and the great divide, longing to have you with me, find a home where we can hide. Oh, my love. Oh, my love, my dearest love. Oh, my body's aching. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul is wide open. And my heart is breaking. Here I go again, on my own again, walking through the fire. Flames are getting higher. What is left behind? The love that you denied. Hear me now, can you hear me? Oh, my love, my dearest love. Oh, my body's aching. Oh, my soul. Oh, my soul is wide open. And my heart is breaking. Oh, my love, my dearest love. Oh, my body's aching. Oh, my soul is wide open, and my heart is breaking. Darling, can you hear me?
Hey. Dagger singing. Are you?
Yeah, okay.
We have so many people at home right now want to live in Kara's little house. So I mean, and I think I know what I was wondering. What's a little queen size bed? Like I thought a queen size bed was like a queen size bed, but like maybe JD.
There's special queen-size beds made for tiny houses.
So there's
There's more. It's like a single, but it's queen.
so there's like mattress companies that are making like for little houses.
Right.
So at first they ask you, is it a little house or a big house? And then you narrow down your purchase.
And hers is a tiny house, so you can imagine it's even smaller than a little
tiny
house.
Right. This is hard to keep track of.
You get the lingo. Come on.
Everybody, I know we have about 350 comments at home right now, and we have about 200.
Tiny houses?
All about tiny houses. And
take a break and get a
at this
coffee.
point, everybody, we love your likes, we love all your shares. We're almost at 200 though, so we need to hit 200 for Kara to continue. And but thank you so much for that. I'm gonna let the music do all the talking now, and the band do all the talking. Take it away. The show is all yours from here on out, guys.
Okay.
Guys and gals.
Guys and gals. Well, you know, I was just thinking about my tiny house. My dear friend Gina is here tonight, and we actually took my mattress out of a storage locker and strapped it to the top of a minivan, and I drove out to BC in a rainstorm and got my queen size mattress into my tiny house somehow, and I realized that it's too tall. So my fabulous elfin builder, his name is Sylvan. JD can tell you stories about Sylvan later. The top of the
No, I can't. You can.
the top of my bed frame is like here. It's quite high. And then I've got this mattress with a pillow top on top of it. So that the mattress is like here. So you'd have to run down my hallway, my tiny hallway, and jump onto. I think I might. Yeah, it's
Really?
yeah. No, it's absolutely hilarious.
You
and
hit
sometimes
your head on your tiny
no,
ceiling?
there's not the ceiling's pretty high there. But I sometimes don't make it. I kind of go clunk, and then I go. Oh my god.
You don't get on the bed. You slide down the side of the bed.
part of it, and then I kind of slide
Oh
off.
my God. Your tiny house doesn't sound so tiny after all. It sounds like a huge house. Anyway.
You should tell the story about how we met Sylvan, or maybe you don't have to. No.
It's up to you. He's your tiny house builder. He's not my tiny house builder. We went and played in the Kootenays where this house was being built. There's two little beautiful communities just outside of Caslow, BC, on the side of a beautiful Kootenay ridge. And there's one of them is called Argenta, and the other one is called Johnson's Landing. And these people live outside of the city. They live off the grid. They do their own things up there. But they have a couple of stages, a community center up there. So we got it over the years. Kara and I have gone up there individually over the years, and then we've gone up there a couple times with as a small Glories. One time, the first time we went up there.
Yeah.
We were playing Johnson's Landing in this beautiful little community hall and this little stage, and I don't know, it might be 50, 60 people there, beautiful windows out looking down the ridge and the trees and the beautiful lake. And I don't know, somewhere in the show, I said, Kara wants to build a tiny house. And so after the show, people were coming up. We were sitting on the stage. We were greeting them as they were leaving. And this man walks up. He had long, beautiful, gray, elvish hair. He was wearing, he had
elfin clothing.
I don't know what that means. Like he
looked like he belonged on Lord of the Rings.
He kind of looked like he was Lord of the Rings guy. He didn't have spiky
No
ears,
ears,
but
no
he
spiky
was just beautiful, like he was glowing, and he sort of hovered up with this. There was this like dry ice, and he kind of hello, I'm Sylvan, your tiny house builder, and Kara and I were like, oh hi, nice to meet you, and Kara's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a house built, and he interrupts her, and he's like, no, I'm your tiny house builder, and then he paused or something, and I was like, all right, peace out, I gotta roll some cables. I was like, okay.
So then we started chatting, and he invited us over to his house the next morning. And I went and asked our friends who were promoting the show. I said, "Are we going to come out alive? Like, should we go to his house? I don't know what to expect." And they said, "Oh no, he's this wonderful human, and he's a master carpenter." And so as JD and I are rolling into his house the next morning, we're like, "Oh yeah, this guy's the real deal." But his houses look like a little elfin castle, and JD says, "Oh man, you just need like a hobbit house on this property." He's like, "Follow me down this path." So we walk down a path, and there is a hobbit house. And we're like, and JD's like, a hobbit house. JD's like, "Oh man, this is so cool. You just need like a sauna." He's like, "Follow me down this path." So we went down a path, and sure enough, he'd built like a medicine lodge sauna thing into the side of a hill, in the side of the mountain. And then JD's like, "Man, this is so cool. You just need like a tank to like dunk yourself." And he's like, "Follow me down this path."
Around this tree right here. And then we all smoked a giant pipe, and it got crazy.
And then I built a tiny house with him. Anyways, this song has nothing to do with houses.
Bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all into my heart. Bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all into my heart. Bring the little fishes, bring the sharks. Bring 'em from the brightness, bring 'em from the dark. Bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all into my heart. Bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all into my heart. Bring 'em from the caverns, bring 'em from the heights, bring 'em from the shadows, stand 'em in the light. Bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all into my heart. Bring 'em out of hurt up, bring 'em out of store, bring 'em out of hiding, lay them at my door. Bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all into my heart. Bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all into my heart. Bring 'em all in, 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 bring 'em all into my heart. Bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all into my heart. Bring the unforgiven, bring the unredeemed, bring the lost, the nameless, let them all be seen. Bring 'em out of exile, bring 'em out of sleep, bring 'em to the portal, lay them at my feet. Bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all into my heart. Bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all in, bring 'em all into my heart. Bring 'em all in, 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 bring 'em all, bring 'em all in, 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 bring 'em all into my heart.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's a song written by a wonderful singer-songwriter by the name of Mike Scott.
We got just 2 songs left for you guys, and we're going to do a song that we've written about Winnipeg. Wait, is that a... I have to get it right here. JD and I are both from away. JD is from Oshawa, Ontario. Ontario. And I'm from Calgary, Alberta, and we both saw the light and found our way here to Winnipeg. And
For me, the light kept me here.
the light kept you here, yes. I was living in British Columbia for a few years before moving here, and I remember when I decided to move to Winnipeg, I strapped everything to my car, and I was driving across the prairies, and it was the end of the summer, just Labor Day weekend, and all the bugs were out. And so every time I pulled into a gas station, I had to scrape off all the bugs from the windshield and the lights and everything. And the guys would come out, I'd be pumping gas, the guys would come out and help me scrape the bugs off. And they'd look at my plates, and they'd look at the car, and they'd say, well, where are you going? I said, I'm moving to Winnipeg. And they said, well, you must be going to school then. I said, no, I'm actually just moving to Winnipeg. And they said, turn around, go back, you're going the wrong way. Because in their minds, and a lot of people out west, they can't consider that anybody would actually want to move here. And I rolled into town at 1 o'clock in the morning. My friend, a semi-friend of mine, lent me use of his apartment on Scott Street, just over here. And his girlfriend, who I'd never met before, met me, let me in, helped me unload everything, and then took me to the Toad in the Hall. And that was my introduction to Winnipeg, and I'm friends with those people to this day. My post office box for the last 19 and a half years has been across the street, and there's one of the postmistresses over there. I'm friends with all the pharmacists, too. It's great. I get my drugs
Sure
from
you
them.
are.
They do know me.
Drugs.
The drugs, the credit union, when I arrived in town with minus $25 in my bank account, and I went to the credit union and they gave me a car loan, and they got me a business loan, and they got me set up, and they come to all of our CD release shows. And like, that doesn't happen in a lot of communities. So JD and I really love Winnipeg, and this is our home. And so we've written a song about some of the fun things about Winnipeg. Would you say, JD?
Yes. Well, there's some fun things in here. Maybe there's some silly things in here. There's some serious things in here too. I mean, this city has got a lot of shades, and it has touched us in so many ways. Sorry. We've touched Winnipeg, and I'm pretty sure Winnipeg has touched us. Anyway.
Now, one of the things that we love about Winnipeg and the prairies in particular is how sunny it is. It's sunny in the summertime and it's sunny in the wintertime. And we always say it's a dry cold. Might be minus 35, but it's a dry cold. And JD, everywhere we play all over the world, JD tells people to come visit us in February. No mosquitoes. So, the chorus...
Right?
No mosquitoes. It's great. It's totally true. So, the chorus in this song is so much easier than the last song we had you sing. The words are, it's the sun. Cool with that? We're going to teach it to you. And I will apologize ahead of time. I've been working on the French section to this song, and I haven't quite memorized it. Our friend Andrina Torren wrote the French to this, and so we'll just practice a little French together halfway through. All right, so here's the chorus. 2, 3. It's the sun. It's the sun. Okay, Roslyn, we got to hear ya. In the heart of the continent, ancient rhythm flows through the land. Carve the trails that led me here. All the songs that called us out, old traditions and word of mouth, heard it calling from the east to the west. Took my roots on the old highway, traveled far for about 2 or 3 days, wrote a song with a new sound. Look at me now, I'm Winnipeg bound. It's the socials at the hall, watching bombers playing ball. It's the Sunday night cruise down on Portage Avenue. It's the Northern Lights, it's the snowplows at night. It's your parka and your toque, it's the way you wear your boots, and it's the sun. It's the sun. It's the rivers of life from the north end of town. It's the gathering place. This is Treaty 1 ground. It's remembering Riel. It's that tasty Crown Royale. It's the gateway to the west. It's Métis, English, and French. And it's the sun. It's the sun. All right. Come on, ça va? Ça va bien? Où est la taco? No, où est la salsa? Salsa maker. Ici. It's Mr. Young and the Guess Who. It's mosquitoes and canoes. It's the harvest in the field. It's another record deal. It's the Jets winning goal. It's always 35 below. It's the music and the vibe where a spirit comes alive. And it's the sun on the prairie lifting up my soul. I was lost on the land, but now I know that it's the sun on the prairie lifting up my soul. I was lost on the land, but now I know that it's the sun on the prairie lifting up my soul. I was lost on the land, but now I know
ancient rhythm flows through the land. Carve the trails that led me here. All the songs that called us out, old traditions and word of mouth, heard it calling from the east to the west.
Hey, you were singing!
Thank you very much.
And we got one last song for you.
This is our last song.
This is our last song, last song, last song.
We've got one more song and we might... That's it.
That's it. We're quitting. We have to do a big shout out to the Village Idiots. You guys, thank you so much for inviting. I know this is a huge team effort, and we're so grateful. Thank you. And to all these fans, these friends of ours who didn't know what they were getting into, thank you for coming.
That's a Barb for counting all the snorts. How many snorts are we at,
How
by
many
the
are
way?
we at?
Yeah. 31. Oh my gosh.
There. Sorry, that was really big and loud. That's now.
That's hilarious. 33.
Oh my God. What?
I'm waiting for the next one. 34. Hold it in. Okay. We did a show. I can't remember where we were, but we did a show, and there was a particular song where we're singing, and we do something, and Kara and I usually look at each other when we do this particular part. I can't remember the name of the song, but I snorted on purpose. Oh my gosh, it was quite funny. Sorry.
I almost fell over.
Show. Sorry, Louise, you had to be there. Louise. Anyway. No. Is it my snorts too? I thought it was just. She's like, I don't know. All snorts sound the same. That's how old I am. This last song is a song called Sing. This is a new song for us. It's going to be on our new record coming out on May 24th. This is a song that we wrote with our good friend Catherine McClellan from Prince Edward Island and our producer Neil Osborne from Victoria, BC. And it's a song that we really love. We really love singing this song and sharing this song. This is a song called Sing. It's for us. We're singing for one another. We're singing for our families and our friends, and we're singing for you guys. We're singing for people who don't have a voice, or a voice that is not loud enough, or people need a boost. We're singing for our friends and our enemies. We're singing for our leaders, and we're singing for our communities. This is a song really for everyone. Did you want to add anything, Karen, on this song? This is a song called Sing, and
we're just going to sing now.
And we're just going to sing. We'll stop talking, and we'll just start singing.
Thanks again for coming, everybody. This has been a really beautiful.
I could sing for the money, I could sing for the praise, spitting out nothing, wasting time up on the stage. Good folks who bleed in freedom denied their truth. One thing I can do is sing for you. Sing for the suffering working slaves, cast into debt they can never repay. Sing for their oppressors who still believe it's either us or them, never harmony. Sing for the rebels who forgot their cause, dignity for all, whatever the cost. Who are looking at retirement, don't wanna be poor. But what about the children ravaged by war? I can sing for the money, I can sing for the praise, spitting up on the stage. The folks who bleed in freedom deny their truth. One thing I can do is sing for you. Sing for the sinners and hidden saints, working in the shadows, burdened with pain. Sing for a future free from the past. Sing for a living that's meant to last. Sing for togetherness and not the wall. Tears of human spirit are felt by all. Gotta do what I can, gotta live what I believe. Learn to love and wear it on my sleeve. I can sing for the money, I can sing for the praise. Spitting out nothing, wasting time up on the stage. And folks who bleed in freedom deny their truth. One thing I can do is sing for you. I can sing for the money, I can sing for the praise. Spitting out nothing, wasting time up on the stage. The folks who bleed in freedom deny their truth. One thing I can do is sing for you. Thanks very much, everybody. This is Carol.
That's JD Edwards. We're the Small Glories.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Cheers.
I don't know about that. Did everybody at home see the quotations between last song or around last song? Does everybody in the room want an encore? Does everybody want two songs? And we got to give a shout out to Mandy Carrington, our friend over here. It's her birthday. Well, it was like yesterday. She is a die-hard music supporter, and we love her. And to Barb Reimer right here. She just kept track of all the snorts all night, and we're at 35 snorts. She actually did that, and that was a pretty good job. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. This is such an amazing thing we get to do every week. The Small Glories absolutely killed it, and I know you know. Thank you for all the likes, all the shares, the 450 comments or whatever. Yeah, Karen, JD, you gotta go read those comments. I didn't get to all those. And but next week, we do this every single Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time, and we have another 6 episodes left after this in season 3. Next week, we feature Liam, and the Encore, as always, is brought to you by the Merch in Selkirk, your home for live music in Selkirk. They're proud supporters of Live at the Roslyn, and any band that wants to stretch outside of Winnipeg, make sure you check out the Merch in Selkirk. They have a they're diehard music fans, and the people that go in there love Winnipeg music. Check it out. One more time for the Small Glories, everybody.
Thank you, Riley. I want to bring you on the road with us. You could just be like our permanent MC person. Done. You have it. You have it down. And then you could sell our merch for us. Oh my God, the socks! Ah! Done.
As long as I get some socks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think we have to tell a couple banjo jokes, JD. I think now is the time. Why are there no banjos on Star Trek? Because it's the future. Okay. What's the difference between a trampoline and a banjo? People take their shoes off when they jump on trampolines. Oh. You got one today? What do you call a woman on the arm of a banjo player? A tattoo.
Oh, I'm already here. See, here we go.
No, you don't have time.
We don't have time.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
35! skies high above the trees. I've seen the northern lights brought me to my knees. Where you are, where you roam, time wanders on, time leads you home. I chase the river's rush, run down to the sea, charted seasons in the skies, clouds as they please. Where you are, where you roam, time wanders on, time leads you home. I've seen the sun scorch the land in flame, harvest fields burn beneath her flames, heard the wild geese cry as they crossed the plain, heard the wind call my name. I've seen 100 towns, cities shining bright, stepped among the summer stars, danced through the winter's nights. Where you are, where you roam, time wanders on, time leads you home. Hey! Hey! I've seen the sun scorch the land in flame, harvest fields burn beneath her blaze, heard the wild geese cry as they crossed the plain, heard the wind call my name. I've seen 100 towns, cities shining bright, stepped among the summer stars, danced through the winter's nights. Where you are, where you roam, time wanders on, time leads you home. Where you are, where you roam, time wanders on.
Oh, thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
We're going to do one more here that we love doing. This is one that we put on our record, Wonders Traveler, which you can find on our website at thesmallglories.com, or you can find it on any other place out there that is selling music. But we'd love it if you went to thesmallglories.com. This is an old song, an old Woody Guthrie tune that we like doing. This is a song called Way Over Yonder in the Minor Key. And perhaps some of you might know this song because the great Billy Bragg wrote the music for this and made the melody and put it on a record called Mermaid Avenue, I guess maybe a couple of decades ago now. But it's such a beautiful song and such a great version of that tune. It's hard to say, is that the original? Or because it's an old, these Guthrie tunes, there was a lot of lyrics that never saw music, and so this record, Mermaid Avenue, these artists like Billy put all this music to it. So I guess it kind of is an original. Yeah. Anyway, we've got our own version, so we're gonna play our version tonight. It's not much different, but it's a little different. But we liked it so much that we put it on our record. You can hear us giggling and laughing as it kind of fades off into the next tune. And we thought we would do this one live in our sets. And Kara said, "Well, we're gonna kick it up a notch if we're gonna do it live." So she's decided to put a dance in the middle of the song. And not only will she be dancing, she's gonna play the banjo at the same time. I know, right? Mind blown. And because Kara's originally from Calgary, Alberta, she's going to be performing for you a dance known as the cowboy. This is normally we ask people to come up to the mosh pit here and dance with us. I don't know if that's going to happen here. Get in front of the cameras. But all you folks at home, just get up out of bed. Step up on your bed. Just move the dog aside. Put the children away. No. Bring them out. Wake the children up for this one. And move the coffee table and do a cowboy with Kara. It'd be hilarious if you guys can videotape yourself doing the cowboy and then send us in. That would be amazing.
There might be prizes for them if they do, right, JD?
There might be prizes. There might be prizes. If someone records themselves dancing along to this tune and sends us, then we will definitely give you something.
Yeah.
Sucks.
You guys are so awesome. We gave trophies out. We did in Australia. We gave trophies out for the best dancers, but I don't know if we can mail trophies. All right, are we ready? And you guys, there's a lot of repetitive lines that happen in this song, so please sing along with us.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, clap along.
Well, I lived in a place called Old Folksy, and I had a little girl in a holler tree. I said, pretty girl, it's plain to see that there ain't nobody who can sing like me. There ain't nobody who can sing like me. No. Yeah, but then she said it's hard for me to see. Yeah, I don't want a little boy that's so ugly.
This is Carol Left right here.
It's Jay Edwards right here.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Cheers.
Everybody,
Thank you very much.
give it up for the Small Glories live at the Roslyn. That should be illegal to have that much fun. Everybody check them out May 24th at the West End Cultural Center. They have a new album coming out. And we'll see you next week with Liam. See y'all later.